You can go from a single shape to a pattern layer and combine them as linked layers in Affinity Photo. Go over to the tools in Affinity Photo and select a shape. Now I'm going to use an ellipse, but you could use any of the other shapes. And also fill it with a gradient. Any gradient, simply go over here to the fills and you can set up a gradient. Once you've done that, go to Layer and get down to Rasterize. Because what you need to do then is go to Layer and New Pattern Layer from Selection. And you can create a very quick pattern design. Also what you can do, if you go over to the Move tool, make certain the mirror is on. Don't have to, but I think it's a nice feature. So you've got that. And I'm going to remove this design. Just complicates things by having that there. What you can also do, you can apply effects and all those sorts of things. But I'm doing that later because I want to turn it into a duplicated linked layer. So Layer and down to Duplicate Linked. And you can create 5, 10, 15. Obviously the more you create, it's going to get slower. However, they can all move independent. So you can create very small designs. That design will be the same. So unfortunately I can't turn the visibility off because that just turns them all off. It's great. So if I just go there, they all disappear, which is, so you can't see it, but you can see it behind. Now also what you can do, you can go to blending modes. So you can go for like difference. Difference is a great one, but you can use any of the others. Lighten, screen, overlay, etc. Or maybe go down to there, maybe not erase, but certainly that sort of one. Now once you've done that, you can also rotate the design and you can also shear it as well. Just hover there and you can shear the design. So you can create some very unusual designs. And you don't have to have just 2, you can have 3 or 4 layers. So let's just go for another one. Layer and Duplicate Linked. So you create another one. And again, with that blending mode, still difference. They're all different. It's all the same. So you've got your design there, the original shape that was converted into a pixel layer. And you can see you can move that around and create all kinds of interesting designs from that. However, what you can also do is you can apply filters to it. So filters, go to maybe blur and Gaussian blur. And in this case, it doesn't turn into a pixel layer. Because if it was a shape, it would turn into a pixel layer. But this remains as a pattern layer. And you can just vary just push it too much and it just completely disappears. So I'm just going to go for that and click apply. And the blur is applied to all of the layers. And again, you can still continue to modify this design and rotate it. And also what you can do, you can go to, and this is the reason for the mirror option. The mirror makes it so much nicer. Go to filters and distort and deform. You could use twirl, all the other ones as well. And then you can just distort the design. And as you do that, you can see what happens. It just creates some very interesting color combinations. And again, click apply. And you can still continue if you want to. Just go to that one and resize it, modify that. And also go up to Layer and Duplicate Linked. Just create another one. And then resize that, rotate that design, shear it. And also simply go over to Filters, Distort, or maybe use that one. So deform, just add some additional handles again, and then distort the design again. All kinds of weird and wonderful. And sometimes what happens, of course, it just basically goes straight through, so you can see transparency there. It just reveals the design, but you can just continue to modify it and click apply. So you can create some weird and wonderful designs that way. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. I've been adding lots and lots of tutorials, a sequence of tutorials about linked layers, so please check those out. Also a dislike or like, always appreciated. Thank you much.